Hi, welcome to the Rtbawm Series. We'll be starting the reading today from Joshua chapter 14. From where we left off yesterday, it was on chapter 13. So we'll be starting from Joshua chapter 14. Come along with me on this wonderful journey. Thank you. And these are the countries which the children of Israel inherited in the land of Canaan, which Eleazar the priest and Joshua the son of Nun and the heads of the fathers of the tribes of the children of Israel distributed for inheritance to them. By lot was their inheritance, as the Lord commanded by the hand of Moses, for the 9 tribes and for the half tribe. For Moses had given the inheritance of 2 tribes and an half tribe on the other side Jordan, but unto the Levites he gave none inheritance among them. For the children of Joseph were 2 tribes, Manasseh and Ephraim. Therefore they gave no part unto the Levites in the land, save cities to dwell in, with their suburbs, for their cattle and for their substance. As the Lord commanded Moses, so the children of Israel did, and they divided the land. Then the children of Judah came unto Joshua in Gilgal, and Caleb the son of Jephunneh the Kenizzite said unto him, Thou knowest the thing that the Lord said unto Moses, the man of God, concerning me and thee in Kadesh Barnea. 40 years old was I when Moses the servant of the Lord sent me from Kadesh Barnea to espy out the land, and I brought him word again as it was in mine heart. Nevertheless, my brethren that went up with me made the heart of the people melt, but I wholly followed the Lord my God. And Moses swore on that day, saying, Surely the land whereon thy feet have trodden shall be thy inheritance, and thy children's forever, because thou hast wholly followed the Lord my God. And now, behold, the Lord hath kept me alive, as he said, these 45 years, even since the Lord spake his word unto Moses, while the children of Israel wandered in the wilderness. And now, lo, I am this day 85 years old. And yet I am as strong this day as I was in the day that Moses sent me. As my strength was then, even so is my strength now, for war, both to go out and to come in. Now therefore give me this mountain, whereof the Lord spake in that day. For thou heardest in that day how the Anakim were there, and that the cities were great and fenced. If so be the Lord will be with me, then I shall be able to drive them out, as the Lord said. And Joshua blessed him, and gave unto Caleb the son of Jephunneh Hebron for an inheritance. Hebron therefore became the inheritance of Caleb the son of Jephunneh the Kenizzite unto this day, because that he wholly followed the Lord God of Israel. And the name of Hebron before was Kirjat Arba, which Arba was a great man among the Anakim, and the land had rest from war. Chapter 15. This then was the lot of the tribe of the children of Judah by their families, even to the border of Edom, the wilderness of Zin. Southward was the uttermost part of the south coast, and their south border was from the shore of the salt sea, from the bay that looketh southward. And it went out to the south side to Maale Akrabim, and passed along to Zin, and ascended up on the south side unto Kadesh Barnea, and passed along to Israel, and went up to Ada, and fetched a compass to Karka. From thence it passed toward Hasmon, and went out unto the river of Egypt, and the goings out of that coast were at the sea. This shall be your south coast. And the east border was the salt sea, even unto the end of Jordan, and their border in the south quarter was from the bay of the sea at the uttermost part of Jordan. And the border went up to Beth Hogla, and passed along by the north of Beth Araba. And the border went up to the stone of Bohan, the son of Reuben. And the border went up toward Debir, from the valley of Akko, and so northward, looking toward Gilgal, that is before the going up to Adumim, which is on the south side of the river. And the border passed toward the waters of En-Shemesh, and the goings out thereof were at En-Rogel. And the border went up by the valley of the son of Hinnom unto the south side of the Jebusite, the same is Jerusalem. And the border went up to the top of the mountain that lieth before the valley of Hinnom westward, which is at the end of the valley of the giants northward. And the border was drawn from the top of the hill unto the fountain of the water of Nephtoah, and went out to the cities of Mount Ephron. And the border was drawn to Baalah, which is Kirjatjearim. And the border compassed from Baalah westward unto Mount Seir, and passed along unto the side of Mount Jearim, which is Chesalon, on the north side, and went down to Beth Shemesh, and passed on to Timnah. And the border went out unto the side of Ekron northward, and the border was drawn to Shikron, and passed along to Mount Baalah, and went out unto Jabneel. And the goings out of the border were at the sea, and the west border was to the great sea, and the coast thereof. This is the coast of the children of Judah round about according to their families. And unto Caleb the son of Jephunneh he gave a part among the children of Judah, according to the commandments of the Lord to Joshua, even the city of Abba, the father of Anak, which city is Hebron. And Caleb drove thence the 3 sons of Anak, Sheshai, and Ahiman, and Talmai, the children of Anak. And he went up thence to the inhabitants of Debir, Debir. And the name of Debir before was Kirjath-Sepher. And Caleb said, He that smiteth Kirjath-Sepher and taketh it, to him will I give Achsah my daughter to wife. And Othniel, the son of Kenaz, the brother of Caleb, took it, and he gave him Achsah his daughter to wife. And it came to pass, as she came unto him, that she moved him to ask of her father a field. And she lighted of her ass. And Caleb said unto her, What wouldest thou? Who answered, Give me a blessing, for thou hast given me a south land. Give me also springs of water. And he gave her the upper springs and the nether springs. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Judah, according to their families. And the uttermost cities of the tribe of the children of Judah, toward the coast of Edom, southward, were Kabzeel, and Eder, and Jagor, and Cana, and Dimonah, and Adada, and Kadesh, and Kadesh, and Azor, and Itnan, Ziph, and Telem, and Bealoth, and Hazor, Adatta, Kerioth, and Ezron, which is Hazor, Amam, and Shema, Meloda, and Hazagada, and Eshmon, and Bethpalet, and Azar-Shual, and Beersheba, and Bizjothja, Baala, and Lim, and Azim, and Eltolad, and Chisel, and Homer, and Ziklag, and Madmana, and Sansana, and Lebaoth, and Shillim, and Ain, and Rimmon. All the cities are 20 and 9, and their villages. And in the valley, Eshtaol, and Zoriah, and Asna, and Zanoah, and Enganim, Tapua, and Enam, Jarmuth, and Adullam, Sokol, and Azekah, and Sharim, and Adithaim, and Gedera, and Gederothaim, 14 cities with their villages. Zenan, and Adasa, and Migdalgad, and Dilian, and Mispe, and Joktheel, Lachish, and Boscath, and Eglon, and Carbon, and Lemam, and Kithlish, and Gederoth, Beth Dagon, and Neamah, and Makeda, 16 cities with their villages. Libnah, and Ether, and Ashan, and Jephthah, and Ashnan, and Nezib, and Keilah, and Akzib, and Marisha, 9 cities with their villages. Ekron with her towns and her villages, from Ekron even unto the sea, all that lay near Ashdod with their villages. Ashdod with her towns and her villages. Gaza with her towns and her villages, unto the river of Egypt, and the great sea and the border thereof. And in the mountains Shamir, and Jatir, and Soko, and Dana, and Kirjath-Shana, which is Debir, and Anab, and Ashtemo, and Enim, and Goshen, and Holon, and Gilo, 11 cities with their villages. Arab, and Duma, and Eshan, and Janum, and Beth Tapua, and Africa, and Umta, and Kirjath-Arba, which is Hebron, and Zio, 9 cities with their villages. Maon, Carmel, and Ziph, and Juttah, and Jezreel, and Jokdim, and Zanoah, Cain, Gibeah, and Timnah, 10 cities with their villages. Halul, Beth-Zor, and Gedor, and Maharath, and Beth-Anoth, and Eltekon, 6 cities with their villages. Kirjath-Baal, which is Kirjath-Jearim, and Rabbah, 2 cities with their villages. In the wilderness, Beth-Araba, Midin, and Sekaka, and Nibshan, and the city of Salt, and En-Gedi, 6 cities with their villages. As for the Jebusites, the inhabitants of Jerusalem, the children of Judah could not drive them out, but the Jebusites dwell with the children of Judah at Jerusalem unto this day. Chapter 16. And the lots of the children of Joseph fell from Jordan by Jericho, unto the water of Jericho on the east, to the wilderness that goeth up from Jericho throughout Mount Bethel, and goeth out from Bethel to Luz, and passeth along unto the borders of Aki to Ataroth, and goeth down westward to the coast of Jephlethi, unto the coast of Beth-Horon the nether, and to Gezer, and the goings out thereof are the sea. So the children of Joseph, Manasseh, and Ephraim took their inheritance, and the border of the children of Ephraim, according to their families, was thus. Even the border of their inheritance on the east side was Ataroth-Adar, unto Beth-Horon the upper, and the border went out toward the sea to Mikmethan on the north side, and the border went about eastward unto Tanath Shiloh, and passed by it on the east to Jonahah, and it went down from Jonahah to Ataroth, and to Naharath, and came to Jericho, and went out at Jordan. The border went out from Tapua westward unto the river Kenah, and the goings out thereof were at the sea. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Ephraim by their families. And the separate cities for the children of Ephraim were among the inheritance of the children of Manasseh, all the cities with their villages. And they drove not out the Canaanites that dwelt in Gezer, but the Canaanites dwell among the Ephraimites unto this day, and serve under tribute. Yeah, this is the much we can take today. We'll continue from chapter 17 tomorrow. Thank you for your time. God bless you, and have a wonderful day ahead.